Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hey everyone, I will introduce us from the group number 7. My member is NURHANA PUTRI DEWI and WINDA TITIN CHOIRUN NISA. We will discussion of nasals and other consonants. Okay, point out nasal. The basic characteristic of a nasal consonant is that the air is rises through the nose. For this to happen, the soft palate must be lowered. In the case of all the other consonants and vowels of English, the soft palate is raised and air cannot pass through the nose. In nasal consonants, however, air does not pass through the mouth. It is preferred by complete closure in the mouth at some point. If produced along sequence without moving your tongue from the position for alveolar closure, you will feel yourself moving up. The types of closure are bilabial lips, bilabial alveolar tongue, blade against alveolar right, and the filler, back of tongue against the blade, filler. The set of blade produces three nasal consonants n, which corresponds to the three places of articulation for the pairs of slow people. The consonants are simple and straightforward, with distribution quite similar to those of the logic. There is 25 written to describe. However, is a different matter. It is a sound that gives considerable problems to virgin learners, and one that is so unusual in its phonological aspect that some people argue that it's not one of the phonemes of English. The place of articulation of ani is the same as that of ki, ji. It is a useful exercise to practice making a consonant n sound. If you do this, it is very important not to produce or G at the end of pronunciation, the end like or n. There are several ways in which the distribution of n is unusual. Number one, in initial position we find n occurring freely, but n never occurs in this position, with the possible participation of three dismakers, the only English consonant that does not occur initially. Number 2, medially N occurs quite frequently, but there is in the BBC accent in rather complex and quite interesting rule concerning the question of when N may be pronounced without a following plosive. When we find the letters N, K, Ng in the middle of a word, it is orthographic form A, E, G will always be pronounced. However, some words with orthographic Ng in the middle will have a pronunciation containing Ng, and other will have N without Ng, G. For example, in BBC pronunciation, we find the following. Column A: finger, finger, finger. Anger, anger, anger. Column B: singer, singer, sing, sing. Hanger, hang, hang. In the word of the N, column A, the N is followed by G, while the word of column B have no G. The important difference is in the way the words are constructed, their morphology. The word of column B can be divided into two grammatical pieces: sing plus R, hang plus R, singer and hanger. These pieces are called more famous, and beside the column B, words are morphologically different from column A word. Since three cannot be divided into more famous, finger and anger consists of just one morpheme is. A trait y in which the distribution of N is unusual is the small number of vowels it is found to follow. It rarely occurs after a diphthong or long vowel, so only the short vowels I, E, I, A, D, U, E are regularly found preceding these consonants. The vowel nasal consonant N is in summary phonetically simple. It is no more difficult to produce than or N, but phonetically complex it is, as we have seen, not easy to describe the context in which it occurs. The consonant 1. The I phoneme is a literal approximate. The literal approximate it therefore somewhat different from other approximant in which there is usually much less context between the articulation. If you produce the without moving the middle of the tongue, you will be able to feel the movement of the sides of the tongue that is necessary for the production of a lateral. It is also possible to see this movement in a mirror of you open your lips with as you produce it. Most English speakers do not consciously know about the difference between clear and dark one, yet they are quick to detect the difference when they hear English speakers with different accents, or when they hear foreign learners who have not learned the correct pronunciation. You might be able to observe that most American and lowland Scottish speakers use a dark one in all positions and don't have a clear I in their pronunciation, while most Welsh and Irish speakers have clear in all positions. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is WINDA CHOIRUN from Group 7. Here I will continue the discussion about nasal and other consonant of w, and y. So let's check it out. First, we will learn about an approximant. Do you know what is approximant? An approximant as a type of a consonant is rather difficult to describe. Informally, we can say that it's an articulation which the articulators approach each other but do not get sufficiently close to each other to produce a complete consonant. So, now let's explore the consonant r. As far as the articulation of the sound is concerned, there is really only one pronunciation that can be recommended to the foreign learner, and that is what is called a post-alveolar approximant. In discussion of the consonant r, we should remember about several points. First, the important thing about the articulation of r is that the tip of the tongue approaches the alveolar area, but never actually makes contact with any parts of the roof of the mouth. Second, the tongue is in fact usually slightly curled backwards with the tip raised. Consonants with this tongue shape are usually called retroflex. The third one, r sound is found at the beginning of the syllable if it is preceded by p, t, k. It is then voiceless and fricative. This pronunciation is found in words such as press, dress, and cress. And the last, one final characteristic of the articulation of r is that it is usual for lips to be slightly rounded. Learners should do this but should be careful not to exaggerate it. If the lips rounding is too strong, the consonant will sound too much like v, which is the sound the most English children practice until they have learned to pronounce r in the adult way. In the next slide, we will talk about distribution of the consonant r. The distributional peculiarity of r in the BBC accent is very easy to state. This phoneme only occurs before vowels. No one has any difficulty in remembering this rule, but foreign learners find it difficult to apply the rule to their pronunciation. There is no problem with words like the following: read, arrive, and hearing. In these words, r is followed by a vowel, but in the following words, there is no r in the pronunciation, like car, ever, here, heart, verse, and cards. Many accents of English to pronounce in words like those of points 2 and 3, like most American, Scots, and West of England accents. Those accents which have in final position before a pause and before a consonant are called rothic accents, while accents in which in only occurs before vowels such as BBC are called non-rothic. Okay, now we turn to the discussion of consonants v and y. The most important thing to remember about these phonemes is that they are phonetically like vowels, but phonologically like consonants. In earlier works on phonology, they were known as semivowels. From the phonetic point of view, the articulation of y is practically the same as that of a front closed vowels such as e, but it is very short. In the same way, v is closely similar to u. Then, we can show that a word beginning with v or y is treated as a beginning with a consonant in the following way. The indefinite article is a before a consonant, as in a cat, a dog, and an before a vowel, as in an apple, an orange. If a word beginning with v or y is preceded by the indefinite article, it is the a form that is found as in away, a year. Another example is that of the definite article. Here, the rule is that the is pronounced as the before consonants, as in the dog, the cat, and as the before vowels, as in the apple, the orange. This evidence illustrates why it is said that y, w are phonologically consonants. However, it is important to remember that to pronounce them as fricatives, as many foreign learners do, or as affricates is mispronunciation. Next, only in spatial context do we hear friction noise in y or w. This is when they are preceded by p, t, k at the beginning of a syllable, as in these words: pure. No English word speaking pure. Tune, cue, twain, quit. When p, t, k come at the beginning of a syllable and are followed by a vowel, they are aspirated. This means that the beginning of a vowel is voiceless in this context. However, when p, t, k are followed by not by a vowel but by one of a, r, y, w, these voiced continuant consonants undergo a similar process. They lose their voicing and become a fricative. So words like play, tray, quick, cue contains the voiced and fricative r, w, y, whereas lay, ray, wick, u contains voiced r, w, y. Consequently, if, for example, tray were to be pronounced without the voicing of the r with fully voiced r, English speakers would be likely to hear word dray. Okay, this completes our examination of the consonant phonemes of English. It is useful to place them on the consonant chart, and this is done in this table. On this chart, the different places of articulation are arranged for left to right, and the manner of articulation are arranged from top to bottom. When there is a pair of phonemes with the same place and manner of articulation but differing in whether they are fortis or lenis, voiceless or voiced, the symbol for the fortis consonant is placed to the left of the symbol for the lenis consonant. Well, okay, that was the discussion about nasals and other consonants from 7th group. Special thanks to Miss Fenty Andriani who has guided us to completing this task. I hope our explanation can help you understanding. I'm WINDA TITIN CHOIRUN and my partner NURHANA PUTRI DEWI. Goodbye to retreat. Stay safe and stay healthy. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.